shrimp risotto. The first step to making risotto is to make the stock, which gives the rice a lot of the flavor. The ingredients to make the stock is scallions, tomatoes, like little tomatoes, an onion, some parsley, and the shells of the shrimp. First thing we need to do for the stock is to clean the shrimp and take off the shells, and we have to use the shells for the stock. The first thing you need to do is to get some scissors and cut the shells off right on top, like the back, I guess. Then you sort of open it up, take all this out, and I'm gonna put this in this bowl, and then I'm gonna take the tail off. I'm gonna put this finished product in here to save for later. So now we have to roughly chop up the greens and tomatoes and stuff. So we're just gonna cut these a few times. We don't need to cut them perfectly into like 50 million pieces, but we also have to include these. There's not an actual reason, it's just kind of more flavor. So then I'm gonna do the rest of these scallions. Let's chop the parsley now. So we still have to roughly chop it up and include the stems too for more flavor. Then the tomatoes, we're just gonna cut these in half because they're small. Hit the red button that is just the color of these tomatoes. It's underneath the video, the subscribe button. Now we're gonna chop up this onion roughly again. I'm just gonna cut this like a few times. And the heat is on here. And okay, so now that this is done, we're gonna pour some of this oil, just a tiny bit. Then we're gonna add all these ingredients into there. Pour onion. Made me cry. Now we're gonna add all these vegetables to make the stock for the risotto. Now we have to add some more flavor. So we're gonna put all these shells into the stock. Now I'm gonna mix this up a little bit, and then we're gonna add the salt, the water, and this butter he's hiding. Now the water. Now that this is heating up and turning into a stock, we're gonna prepare the risotto. We are going to cut up these clean shrimp, but we have to save some of the leftover shrimp for like presentation, just so it looks cool. But we have to just cut these like into like 3 pieces, and then I'm gonna show them this bowl. I'm gonna do that for the rest of them, and then we can add them directly into the risotto. So we're gonna keep these shrimp whole with the shell on, and we're gonna keep them for presentation later. We're gonna add some oil into the pan, and let's put these in here. Now that they're done cooking, we're gonna put them into this plate, and we're gonna start working on the rice and the risotto. Now we have to chop these scallions a lot more finely. To put them into the pan where we just cooked the shrimp. Let's add the shrimp to this pan, and then smells like shrimp. Now I'm gonna pour like about half of this rice into here, and we're gonna make the risotto. You do this procedure, I guess, to toast the rice. Now we're gonna use some of this white wine to deglaze the pan. Now I'm gonna cut these tomatoes into smaller pieces for color in the risotto. Now I'm gonna add a bit more salt to the risotto. It's now time to add the stock through the strainer to give our risotto a lot more flavor. Now we need for the rice to absorb the stock. Risotto has now like absorbed all of the stock, so we have to add a bit more, and we have to wait for a bit longer because it's been roughly 10 minutes. Now I'm just gonna stir this. Now we have to finely chop this parsley to put on top of the risotto. So we do not need the stem. Okay, now we have to use about half of this parsley for the risotto, and the rest for garnishing on top. When you make risotto, you have to make sure you don't use like jasmine or something, because it will just turn into like a soup basically. So you have to use arborio rice or nebbiolo nano or carnaroli. It's hot, but it's really good. Now it's time to add the butter. It smells amazing and I cannot wait to eat it. Cut the heat and then add the butter and stir constantly. Now that the butter is fully melted and it had a bit of time to rest, we're gonna plate the risotto and add some of the parsley from earlier, these beautiful shrimps. It's time to plate the risotto. And I'm gonna get this spoon, make a nice pile. This parsley on top. This is the finished product. Thank you for watching the whole video to the end, and I hope you try this out because it's really good. And like and subscribe to support me and check out my other videos. And now I will do the final taste test to see if we did a good job.